Hello. Today's presentation, Introduction to Central Study Registration, or CSR, includes information gathered and developed by Kimberly Brunton, Associate Director of Operations of UB's Clinical Research Office. I'm Alexis O'Brien, a Clinical Research Facilitator at the University at Buffalo, CTSI. In this 10-minute presentation, I will discuss when and why the Central Study Registration was established. I'll also talk a bit about the research that is required to register. Finally, I'll discuss the advantages of registering your study. It is our goal to have all clinical trials done within the University at Buffalo registered, with an overall goal of having all human subjects research done at the university registered within the system. Several years ago, we polled investigators to learn about the frustrations they experienced in the conduct of their research. CSR was born to help alleviate some of those frustrations by 1. Reducing redundancy. It provides one place that study information can be entered, eliminating duplicative data entry. Central processing of the CSR form will get the required information into any of the other university systems required for the project. Click IRB, Agreements, Grants and Safety as required, in addition to the CRMS billing system and Encore CTMS. This allows for parallel processing of the study, leading to faster study start times. 2. It also facilitates identification of resources that may be available, required, or helpful early in the process. The CTSI, in addition to the Clinical Research Office, has afforded some new resources available to investigators and their study teams, which may be revealed during the CSR processing procedure. 3. Providing the ability to notify our institutional partners of the research taking place within their institution to fulfill our obligations to our partners. 4. This process also enhances communication. For instance, if a study was taking place at ECMC, this process provides administrators at ECMC with contact information for the researcher if they need more information or permission to conduct the research. 5. CSR provides reports of research activity to university leadership. And 6. It provides a mechanism for scientific review of upcoming studies. This table provides a quick overview to help you visualize the different systems into which the investigator or study team would be required to enter redundant information without CSR in place. As you can see, entry into CSR can save the study team time, but it also ensures that information is entered consistently across these systems. It is important to know which studies are required to be registered in CSR. There is a current mandate that all human subjects research within any of the health sciences schools are to be registered within the system. The mandate also extends to all clinical trials by NIH definition, irrespective of the school the principal investigator is associated with. As a reminder, the NIH definition of a clinical trial is a research study in which one or more human subjects are prospectively assigned to one or more interventions, which may include placebo or other control, to evaluate the effect of those interventions on health-related biomedical or behavioral outcomes. As you can see, it is a pretty broad definition. This represents the types of studies that need to be registered. clinical trials, treatment or interventional, observational studies, registries, chart reviews, basic science involving human subjects, and surveys or interviews. There are several types of studies that do not require CSR registration and therefore may be entered directly into Click IRB by the investigator. These include studies that are not human subjects research, studies for which you are seeking an IRB determination of exempt status, and quality improvement or quality assurance. It is important to add a comment in the Click IRB system that you are seeking a review for exemption. If the IRB deems that your study does not meet the criteria for exempt or not human subjects research status, you will be required to register your study upon notification of their finding. The Central Study Registration Forum will streamline the process from commitment to the trial to study execution, not just IRB approval, through early identification of local, federal, and institutional requirements for the study to begin. To reiterate, the Central Study Registration was formed to address several researchers' concerns. The advantages of registering your study include beginning the parallel processes for IRB, agreements, safety, and grants entries, entering the base information for your study while you're in the process of developing IRB documents, no need for redundant data entry, the identification of additional resources to assist you in preparing your research, identifying additional requirements that may be needed for compliant research so that the researcher can take necessary steps to prevent delays in study approval, beginning the scientific review process. CSR also enhances communications as you'll receive an email that gives you particulars concerning the processing of your study registration form. This includes reference numbers for any entries into the Click modules that have been started on your behalf, notifications to additional resources asked for within the form, the status of each module submission, and notification to the appropriate liaison within the institutions. It also allows for communication between the processor and study team all in one location. Keep an eye out for upcoming educational modules with specific guidance on registering unfunded studies and registering funded studies in Central Study Registration. I hope that this presentation has increased your understanding of how registering your study in the Central Study Registration System can assist you in streamlining your startup activities and identifying available resources. You should now have a better understanding of which studies require registration too. Please feel free to contact Kimberly Brunton in the Clinical Research Office with questions. She can provide you guidance as you navigate the system. Thank you for giving your time to learn about registering your studies. Have a nice day.